Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Dr. Crypto here, and I see a lot of fear in the market. I see a lot of people panicking, selling their crypto, not just CRO, selling their crypto because they think that's it. It's all over. They're not making their 10x, 20x, or 100x overnight. And you know, this correction that we're having. I'm going to get straight to the point here. This correction we're having is really, really healthy correction. This is what we want to see. We just don't want to see continual green candles. It's not healthy. We want healthy corrections. We want healthy resets so we can buy the dip for push onwards and upwards. It resets everything. So before I start in this video, I'm going to talk about CRO, crypto.com. I'm also going to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance as well. So as we can see here, it's just a sea of red. And also, before I start, smash that like button, give a subscribe. Your support is always much appreciated. But it's a sea of red. Beam down 28%. We've got EOS down 20%. It's just a CRO down 12.5%. And you're panicking. Everybody is panicking. And Bitcoin currently sitting at $96,666 from making this video. And it's bearish. Where it's sitting, Bitcoin is sitting at $96,000. And it's bearish. Altcoins have pulled back. To me, this is an opportunity. And when you see all this red here, this is healthy. This is like a new era. You've got to remember this. This is a new era. In January, we've got a new administration who's crypto friendly. We're going to get new crypto regulation come through. He's sitting at the table with like Chris from the founder of crypto.com. We've got a new roadmap for CRO for 2025. We've got a lot of bullishness happening in the whole crypto space. And we can see here, Adam Black from the Bitcoin conference. Dips exist to transfer Bitcoin from weak hands to strong hands. And I hope you're all still here. I hope you haven't panic sold, because the whales want you to panic sell. They want you to sell your coins to them. They want you to panic sell so they can bring that price down even further, and then they can buy it cheaper. That's what the whales want. At the end of the day, the whales want cheap money, cheap crypto. So they're going to panic sell because they know retail will panic. So as I said in many videos before, we're going to get these 10, 20, 30% corrections, and it's going to be painful. It's not going to be nice on your portfolio, but it is what it is. It's opportunity. I've already given you the data there, which doesn't suggest to me this bull market is over. There's a lot of other people out there who are also suggesting the same thing. But they play on your emotion. The markets play on your emotion. You've got to remember that. That's even in your stock markets, in crypto. The markets play on motion and that emotion, and that's what it does. And when we have dips, we don't like it. We panic, we worry, we look at our portfolio. It's down 10, 20%. Oh, yesterday it was up 10, 20%, but now it's down 10, 20%. And it doesn't look great, because all you want to do is see 10x on your money. You want to see life-changing money in your wallet. And unfortunately, we get pullbacks. On the way up, we will get pullbacks. And we're having a pullback right now. In my opinion, this is an opportunity. We can see CRO at the moment. We're still in that range. It hasn't gone anywhere. Yes, we have fallen below the 50 EMA. But look, I've said before, this is the range we're on. We want to get above that 20 EMA. Now we want to get above that 50 EMA. Right now, we've got a lot of support down here around that 15 pence mark. And I'm hoping we don't get down to there. But of course, if we do, we do. And there's also a chance that we could come down to 12 pence. There's a chance we could do that, but that could be a killer opportunity to get into CRO when you've missed out, when you've been getting in around here and it drops down there. That could be a DCA opportunity for you. You know, so you've got to see these as opportunities. We are in the bull market, and we're going to get like pullbacks as we get big moves to the upside. All you got to do is look at what CRO is doing. But CRO at the moment is sitting $4.28 billion. Volume is at 76.89 million. Sentiment is still bullish compared to 10% bearishness. But look what's happening here. Just check what's happening on. Look at Chris. The other day, I mentioned this. He's met with the President of the United States, who is super bullish on crypto, who wants to bring out great regulation to support the crypto industry. He wants crypto to be built in the United States of America, America being one of the biggest superpowers out there. And our Chris, the CEO of crypto.com, has met him to sat at the table to discuss everything crypto. He's there in support, you know, in terms of flying that flag, not just for crypto.com, but for crypto as well. Look what's happened again with crypto.com. We've got more news. They're extending their license. their sponsorship to the F1 Grand Prix till 2030. They keep on building. It doesn't matter what the price action is happening. It keeps on building. And that's what you want to see in a project. But also, you've got to look out again, and I'll go over this again. Look at the roadmap for 2025. It is super bullish what is happening. Banking, stocks, ETFs, stable coins, rewards for Bitcoin, crypto rewards maximizer, exchange expansion United States of America. And also, don't forget, crypto.com now have cancelled their legal against their SEC as well. So obviously that's bullish as well. But look what's happened to the Cronos as well, Shane. We've got these quarterly burn formulas based on bit price and blockchain size. We've got more details of that to come out. So bear that one in mind as well. But when you look at the Bitcoin price at the moment, at the moment, and I've said this before, at the moment, if we go from where we are right here, we're down around about just over 8%. We could actually manipulate that to currently at the moment sitting at around about 9%. So every time I've said here before, it's around about 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%. It's been around about that, getting close to that 9%. We're around about that 9.4% at the moment. But we've had a big correction. But look at that. We've got money flow coming back into the Bitcoin as well. And this is why Adam says here, this is the chance where weak hands will sell, paper hands will sell, panickers will sell, and this is where the strong hands will buy. And this is where people who want to become wealthy, who want to become financial free, will separate those from the weak hands who won't end up making it in the bull market because they panic sell on the way up. And I see this in the last bull market. We saw a lot of people. I can remember when I had ADA, I bought it at 7 cents and it went all the way up to $3 on the way up. These big pullbacks, people were panic selling when we got pullbacks, and then obviously we kept on pushing on upwards and upwards, and the same thing's happening again. We get a bit of a dip, people sell, they miss the boat, and they won't get that life-changing money, and you've got to be strong. You've got to have the will to survive, and that's it. That's simple as, really. And we can see here, Ali says here, whales bought over 1 billion worth of Bitcoin during the recent market dip. The whales are buying, the weak hands are selling, and that's what the whales want you to do. They want the weak hands to sell so they can actually allocate more to their portfolio. They're saying, look at this, cheap money, cheap Bitcoin, and that's what they want to do. They want to get that cheap Bitcoin. We can see here, Dan as well has also said here, this is Dan Gamble, big ADA fan out there. I've followed Dan for many years now, and he said here, we're in the first major dip of alt season. This is a very normal bull market. Here are dips in the last cycle, 31% in January 21. We're here for 18%, 34%, 37%, 61%. Current dips aren't the end. They're the foundation of new highs, and that is what we want. We want to get all rid of that leverage and all that froth and such like, reset it, and then have new pushes to the upside, and that's what we want. And this is what gives people like me, opportunities to buy more CRO. The whales are doing it. I'm doing it. You do what you need to do. Everybody's in different financial situations, but I am buying the dip. We've got Bitcoin dominance as well at the moment, which is actually starting to break up slightly, which was a repeat of back in December. Again, it did rise in the previous December of 2021, but we're doing it again. We're rising again, but we're coming up to our resistance. Now, this is either the crunch time. Does it Bitcoin push back up to this area of resistance, or do we just fall back down and then they all start moving? So obviously all eyes at the moment are on the Bitcoin dominance. But like I said, we've just got to look at what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin at the moment is just basically dropped down for that 20 EMA. So what I want to see is with Bitcoin is the climber back up to that 20 EMA. But again, what I'll say as well, zoom out. Don't look at the minute. Don't look at the 5 minutes or the 4 hours. Zoom out to the 1 week and month. But when we look at the weekly here, look at this. It's beautiful trajectory up to the upside. Again, you can see where the tops were in the previous cycles back in 2017, back in 2021. And then we went into the October of 21 and got the second top. Look at that massive cup and handle. We're pushing to the upside. Look at that. We're still well above that 20 EMA on the weekly, well above the 50, well above the 200. We've got a long way to go till we hit that top, and we've already been through all those. All the signals do not show that we're at the top yet, so you just got to bear that in mind. And like I said, when you go back to CRO, look what they're doing. Burns roadmap. Chris has met with the CEO. Sponsorship expanding, and obviously because of the buying and selling, this is making billions and billions and billions of dollars for crypto.com. It doesn't matter if you sell or you buy, they're making billions and billions of dollars. So you've got to bear that in mind. Crypto.com, doesn't matter which way it goes, they're making a lot of money. And this is why they're expanding to the F1, because they see all that money inflow and all the sponsorships they're doing is paying off dividends. So when you're panicking, zoom out, look what the whales are doing, and don't worry, it's a part of the cycle. We're going to have more moves to the upside, but again, we will have more corrections on the way up. So you just got to bear that in mind. So like I said, if you're worried about now, zoom out, look what's happening with the data, look what's happening for 2025. And I tell you what, it puts your mind at rest. So smash that like button, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.